Hey guys, what's up? It's Spooky's mama here. I just wanted to come on and tell y'all. Hold on, let me angle this right. Oops, there we go. I just wanted to tell y'all um that I just wanted to get you a little insight of how I'm feeling. I honestly am not. And for the first time or second time in my life, I'm really not in the holiday spirit. Last year I was the same way. This year I am the same way. I lost my precious Spooky a month ago, not even a month ago, almost a month and a half ago, on October 25th. And as the days creep closer, I'm realizing that it'll be a year since my friend passed. Um, I know everyone had their different opinions about Dougie, but to me, he was a great friend, and there's really no replacing that friendship with him that I had. He might have done a lot of things, and he might have said a lot of things, but at the end of the day, he was still a person, and he was a good person, even though I saw the good in I see the good in a lot of people, and that's part of who I am. And I saw the good in Doug, and that's how I became friends with him, because I didn't judge anyone. I don't judge anyone at all. But I didn't judge the factors of what was going on around him to interpret a friendship. I just became friends with him because I we had connections. We both liked video games. He liked watching movies. I liked watching movies. We both talked about movies. We both talked about video games. Even though he was a PlayStation gamer and I'm a PC gamer and a Wii gamer. He would always tease me about that. And um I really did want to get Red Dead Redemption. I wanted to get a PlayStation and get Red Dead Redemption so I could play with him and Flower and Sonic and all the ones who used to play Red Dead with him. And Donald. God, I can't forget Donald, his Red Dead buddy. He and Donald had some fun times on Red Dead Redemption. Um, and Donald, I think, still as a in honor and as a memory of him, I think he still keeps his posse going, and that's really neat to hear. I just I I can't words can't describe how I'm feeling between the loss of my cat who I've had for 21 years and losing my friend, and then this coming July it'll be 2 years since I lost my family member, and it's just really hard. And I don't take grief very well either. So, and sometimes I put it down deep, but then it starts causing me health issues. And I know Doug wouldn't want me to have a health scare. So, and that's what happened with Spooky. That's exactly what happened with Spooky. I had a health scare when Spooky passed because my brain just went and I had a giant seizure. But at the end of the day, I miss her. I loved her so much and I miss her every day. Just like I miss Doug every day. I miss talking to him. And I know Spooky is in heaven with Doug, and she's probably playing with Fuzzy, and she's playing with my other family um, pet that just recently passed away, and they're probably having all kinds of fun up there over the Rainbow Bridge and in heaven, and Doug's probably relaxing fishing by a lake somewhere. And my family members, I know they're doing something fun too. They probably are doing something fun, or they're just relaxing. I miss all of my loved ones and friends that have gone up to heaven. Even my best friend who passed away back in 2020. I miss him too. It's just so crazy that it's been 4 years since he's passed. And it's crazy that um it's been a month and a half since my cat passed, and it's almost been 2 years since my family member. And then the year marker. I just can't get over that. That we've not had Dougie go. Dougie hasn't gone live in about since he passed. Like he hasn't. I haven't. I've been watching his streams, even though um it doesn't get to his views anymore. But I just still watch his videos and watch his cooking vlogs. One day I'm gonna get brave enough and do a cooking vlog in memory of him. And do a recipe of his. But I'll have to study the recipe first. I'll have to write it down, write all the measurements down. Even though Dougie didn't, he did sometimes measure things, but sometimes not. He just threw a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then bam. Especially with his favorite seasonings. Forget about it with his favorite seasonings. He would just go, "Yep." But yeah, it's just so hard to believe that Doug's been gone for almost a year. It really is. And I take comfort knowing that Spooky is up there and she's not alone. And he finally gets to meet Spooky, even though, which means I have to wait till when it's my time to go to see my baby again. I miss Spooky so much. This house is so quiet without her meowing. I didn't realize how much Spooky really meowed until she's not she hasn't been here for a whole entire month and a half. I mean, I have Bonbon and I pet her and I glove on her, but it's not the same. I've always been a cat person. I love Bonbon dearly, but I've always been a cat person. And I just miss her so much. But I know you're up there looking out for her, Dougie. And I know, Spooky, you love, and I know you love me, and I loved you so much. And I know I loved my family member that's up there in heaven as well. I just, I, I'm just so in, like, I don't know. I haven't done a video on YouTube in a long time either, so please bear with me. Um, I just can't. It's so hard. And knowing that I can never pet my cat again, and that I can never see her in my face, because a couple weeks before her passing, she was right in my face meowing for breakfast. I'm trying not to cry. And the friendship that I had with Doug was truly, it was, I will forever be grateful for his friendship and his advice on how to do YouTube and what to do and what not to do. And of course, I learned a little bit later what not to do on certain amount of things, and that's why I'm very discretive. I'm I've started being very discretive now of what I say on here because I learned, I've learned, and I miss Spooky very much, and I miss Doug, and I know you both are up in heaven. And okay, guys, that's all. Because if I don't end it here, I'm gonna probably start crying. I miss you, Spooky. And Doug, I miss talking to you too. It's weird not having our conversations every other day or every week, every other weekend, whenever we talked. Sometimes you would call me. Sometimes he would call me. And that was to get to have that like kind of friendship where actually he would call me to talk. That was awesome. That was awesome just to be his friend. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here before I do start crying. Thank y'all. Don't forget, push the like button if you like my content. Um, if you're not following, hit the follow button. Push the bell so it brings notifications on when I come live or when I'm doing a video. Alright, guys. See you later.